This is Scott, ROCKFILE, back with another podcast review. Going to talk about the 1985 film Clue in its new Paramount 4K edition. I made the distinction because I found out recently that Shout Factory put out a 4K edition of this movie too, like in 2023. This Paramount edition just came out recently. Jonathan Lynn directed this movie for $15 million. He went on to do My Cousin Vinny. John Landis wrote the story and helped produce it. You got an incredible cast. Deborah Hill was also a producer. Yeah, John Carpenter's producer. Eileen Brennan, Tim Curry, who steals the movie, Madeline Kahn, Christopher Lloyd, Michael McKean, Martin Mull, Leslie Ann Warren. Solid cast. Music by John Morris. Released by Paramount Pictures in December of 1985. I was in college. I remember seeing it and enjoying it, but I didn't go back to watch the other endings. It went on to make $14.6 million, which is a little less than it cost to make, so it was considered a flop at the time. A lot of people love this movie. They saw it as kids and they love it. Watching it now, I think it holds up as a modern Agatha Christie style murder mystery with Tim Curry as the butler just owning the entire film. His energy in the last half of the film where he's running around all over the place telling the story is amazing. Everybody in the movie is really good. Some people even disappear. Michael McKean, who was Lenny from Lenny and Squiggy, who went on to be in Spinal Tap, completely different character in this movie. I was a little shocked. All of it plays really well. It was funny, kind of in an almost slapstick movie you could watch with your parents kind of way. I didn't really remember that about the movie. I grew up playing Clue like everybody else. I love that game. That's a great board game to play with a group of people, especially if you have like 4 or 5 people, well, especially 4, because you had to have people play the different characters and who's the murderer and all that. And so translating this into a movie back in the day was tricky. We didn't have movies like Battleship and some of the others, or Super Mario Brothers, or Minecraft that we have today, where they've taken games and made them into modern films. This was one of the early ones. And you had real Hollywood folks working on this to make it funny and to make it real. The location is great. It's a big, mansion, and all these people are invited to a dinner party to have a murder mystery, and somebody dies, and you got to figure out who did it in what room with what weapon, and it's very much like the game. It didn't blow me away, like it wasn't laugh for laugh funny, because there was enough murder mystery to it to keep you interesting, but then the occasional slapstick funny thing, like 3 people running into each other because they're coming from all different directions and not looking. Something you would see in a cartoon, but it actually worked in this film. Now, watching the 4K, I thought it looked good. I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5. It didn't blow me away, but the colors were solid. The grain field was nicely managed. I did pop in the old Blu-ray. The Paramount edition comes with the ancient Blu-ray, and it looks horrible. There was grain swimming all over the place like bees. The colors were off. Lipstick would be blown out with other colors. I mean, the Blu-ray looks terrible, but it has the only extras on it, the 3 endings and a movie trailer. The 4K doesn't have anything on it. It just has the movie, but the trilogy version of the movie, which at the end shows you all 3 endings that they filmed. They filmed multiple endings so you could go to the movies multiple times and see different endings. They would tell you if this was the A theater, the B theater, or the C theater. So you get all that watching the 4K. It just, when it gets to the end of the movie, it says, or it could have worked out this way, or it could have worked out this way. And I think that's a great way to do it. Makes the movie a little bit longer, but it was fun. On the Blu-ray, you can watch it however you want. I think you might have been able to choose. No, I think the 4K was just the trilogy version. So when I looked it up, the Shout Factory version, which came out 2 years ago, has more extras on it. There are 3 fairly long little interviews with people that made the movie, but that's really the only difference. From what I could tell, the transfers are the same, the soundtracks are the same. I did read some reviews that said the Paramount soundtrack sounds better than the Shout Factory soundtrack. I don't have the original. This was not a movie I was going to pick up. To be perfectly honest, I needed another movie to go over the threshold for free shipping with one of my stores, and I threw this in because I thought it'd be fun to review and watch. But I really enjoyed my time with the movie because I love Agatha Christie movies. I like the new versions of those kind of murder mysteries that are getting made at Netflix and other places these days. And this was one that was kind of in between. Wasn't the stuffy old Agatha Christie stuff, wasn't the new slick stuff. It was somewhere in between, trying to be the old Agatha Christie stuff, but also a comedy, and also something that everybody who's played the game could get into. I thought it was pretty interesting as far as a game based on a movie based on a board game could be. I think the cast is talented and does it very well. They had a good script. In the end, it was just an entertaining throwback kind of movie that we just don't get today, with a whole bunch of stars doing it and having fun with their roles. I liked it. I thought the presentation was great. If you're into extras, maybe get the Shout Factory edition. It's got more extras on it. But the Paramount edition seems to have the same transfer, maybe a better audio, and it's got the recycled Blu-ray that's been around since, well, at the beginning of Blu-rays. I don't even know why. Yeah. Anyway, the Shout Factory has a more updated Blu-ray, I understand. Anyway, I thought the movie was great. It was very entertaining in this new edition. It's available for a decent price and a very nice steelbook. If that's your cup of tea and you like Clue, well, you can rest easy that this is a good upgrade. It's definitely better than the Blu-ray. It's just not the best 4K I've seen of the year. It was a decent upgrade, but again, about a 4 out of 5, I would say. Check out Clue if you're so inclined, and if you love Tim Curry, then you have to own this movie. He's incredible in the film. Scott, I'm ROCKFILE. More podcasts on the way. Please like, share, and subscribe, and have a spectacular day.